Good morning. I recognize that you might not be watching this in the morning, but it is my intention today to bring a morning time devotional to you. As I thought about something to share with our church family, I kept being drawn back to a practice that I have had for most of 2020. And so even throughout these odd times of quarantine and being home and then not, and all of those things, I have kept a similar practice. It's a simple practice. And that is that before my feet hit the ground in the morning, I was encouraged to do this and have found that it has really connected with me. Before my feet hit the ground, kind of as I stir awake each morning, I just take a moment to lie in the bed and I greet Jesus. I say, good morning. The good news is our Father, he doesn't sleep, and so his eyes are upon me. And so I say good morning. And then I just ask a really simple question that goes something like this. How can I stay kind and connected to my world today? How can I be kind and connected to my world today? And sometimes, right when I ask that question, something will come to mind. Maybe a friendship that maybe has gone off the rails a little bit, and I know that I need to maybe apologize or have a conversation with. Sometimes I'm brought to a situation the day before that maybe I could rectify with one of my kids, that I could parent differently that day. Sometimes I think through my schedule a bit, and I pick out spaces that, I'm drawn to pick out spaces that I could rest. Sometimes a friend's face comes to mind and I commit to check in on that friend that day, maybe to do something kind for them, maybe to just check in and see how I could be praying for them. But I typically have some sort of marching orders before my feet even hit the ground in the morning of how I can stay kind and connected to my world, to the world where God has placed me that day. It's an interesting thing in the mornings. A lot of us know this scripture, but I've been drawn to it in Lamentations 3, verses 21 through 23. Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. That his mercies, mercies never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. When I hear that, I think that the practice I've been doing is really looking at the Lord's new mercies every day. There are those general mercies. The sun rises on all of us every day. Oftentimes we awake to beauty in our world. The time and the rest heals our bodies, makes us fresh for a new day. And then there's also the mercies that I'm digging into and that I'm learning of, maybe something I failed at the day before. And because of his great mercy and compassion for me, he reminds me to try again. He gives me the grace to do it again. He brings somebody to mind and gives me the grace to care for them. He adds mercy in the way that I approach the people around me. And so my encouragement to you is maybe you feel overwhelmed. And I love that part of, because of we are not consumed, meaning this is not too much for us. We are not going under. And so if you are in a space where you feel like you need a practice to get into the rhythm of, where maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling like you're going under, this is a really simple practice to just join in each morning before your feet even hit the ground. God, how can I, and your prayer might look different. Mine is, God, how can I be kind and connected to my world today? And then I just wait. And what he brings to mind, I use as my marching orders for the day. And when we have that, we are reminded over and over again of his new mercies throughout the day as we participate with him. And that does something in us, that we no longer feel overwhelmed or consumed by the things around us, but instead we're participating with him. So can I just encourage you this morning? His mercies are new for you today. His compassion is new for you today. May you join him in spreading that new mercy and new compassion out, in staying kind and connected to your world today. God bless you. I hope you have a great day.